chosen ones. In this new season, there will be no more of the previous pain that you experienced in your previous season. Now, this message is coming from this prophetic dream that I had a few nights ago. And I will go into the dream really very briefly. Basically, I was dreaming that there was a woman, and the woman was pregnant. Now, any indication of if she was married or if she had a lover, that was not any relevant detail to the dream. But what happened is that she was pregnant and she was giving birth. Now, when she was giving birth to this baby, it was different. It was not, she wasn't in a hospital. She was in the comfort of her own home, and she was by herself. There were no doctors around, there were no family around. She was by herself. And when she started to deliver the baby, she's standing straight up, and the head started to crown. When the head started to crown, the head came out of her, and she had to push this baby out of her while standing. So she's going into labor, giving birth while standing. But also at the same time, she's the one that's delivering her baby. She was the one that caught the baby. So she's pushing, she's catching, and then she delivered her own baby. Another thing, as she's going through this labor, she did not have any labor pains. It was a painless delivery. Now, it's not like she had an epidural or any type of medication. This was raw, but there was no pain. So what does all of this mean? So what this is saying is that in your previous season, you experienced a lot of pain, physical pain, emotional, mental, spiritual pain. But now, as you are entering into this new season, as you have gone through this transition, this transformation, whatever pain you experience in your previous season, you will not experience in this new season, as giving birth and labor is a symbol of transformation and restoration in your life. And as you are transitioning into this new phase of your life, like when a woman has a baby, she goes into motherhood. That's her transition. It's a new phase of her life. So as you are transitioning into this new phase of your life, you are not going to have any type of previous pain. It's not to say that you won't experience any pain at all, because we are living a life where we will experience pain. But whatever pain you experience to the severity of in your previous season, that it was excessive, that pain will be no more. That pain will be no more. You did your due diligence. You worked through that pain, and you won't have to experience that pain anymore. Part 2 of that prophetic dream. Now, why, why was this woman by herself? Well, this is an indication, chosen one, of how you feel. You feel as if you are very alone. You feel like you're alone all the time. You even feel alone when you are around your family, when you are around your friends, when you are around your loved ones. You just feel so alone because you feel as if people don't really get you. You feel like people don't really understand you. You feel that you cannot connect with people the same way anymore. But that's okay, because that means that you are growing and you are evolving and you are outgrowing the people around you. You're not always going to continue to stay connected and have things in common with everyone that's around you, because you are growing at such a rapid rate that other people cannot catch up with you, because you have such a deeper, bigger mission that you have to fulfill. So your growth has to be faster. Your growth has to be different. You have to be separated so that God can work on you. Also, you feel alone because you are meant to be alone right now. You are not meant to be alone forever, so I don't want you to think it that way. But right now in this season, you are meant to travel solo. You are meant to just be more independent. Because while you are solo, while you are independent, God can be able to work with you individually without any outside distraction of other people. No other voices can try to deter you away from what God has told you to do. Because if God is telling you one thing and you have people in your life, in your ear, telling you another that is contradicting what God has told you, it's going to stir up confusion. God does not want to give you that. What God wants for you to do is God wants you to have a clear vision, a steady focus. God wants you to hear God's voice and do what God has called you to do, to go in the direction that you are meant to go on, wherever it is, taking it one step at a time. But God needs for you to have a clear path, no other people around. God needs you to not have an entourage of people around you either, because other people can either slow you down, they can distract you, or they can get you into trouble or get you into mess when you are associated with them. So right now, God just needs for you and God to be a majority. Also, why was this person alone? Because a lot of the things that you go through in this life, you do have to endure that alone. But as the woman was able to deliver her own baby and she was fine, the same way with you, when you go through your difficult situations, you handle it, you go through it by yourself, and you still come out better and stronger than ever, to show that as long as you got God, that's the majority. You do not need people all the time. Part 3 of the prophetic dream. The woman was going into labor, and she did not have any pain as she was pushing this baby out of her. Now, where was this coming from? So, when you were in your previous season and you were dealing with so much physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain, whatever pain you had to endure in your previous season, you had to go through that so that it can make you stronger. The physical pain you went through, whatever physical pain you had to go through, made you physically stronger. It made your body have a stronger capacity to endure pain. Secondly, the emotional and mental pain that you went through made you stronger emotionally, made you stronger mentally. You had to go through pain because pain gives you power, correct? Pain gives you power. Now, all of the pain that you had to go through was intense. It was a lot. And God has allowed you to have this time in between this previous season and up until now. God has given you a time of resting. God has allowed you to rest, to recharge, to recuperate, to sort of recover from everything that has happened. If you may have felt that you haven't moved as much, or you haven't made any significant strides in your life within the past several months or year or so, and you think of all the things that you went through in the past couple of years, 2020, 2021, you were in a recovery period. You went through a lot of spiritual attacks, chosen one, a lot of spiritual attacks, and you had to recover, and God gave you that time to recover. It's okay. Thirdly, as you are entering into this new season, as you are transitioning, you no longer have to deal with that same pain anymore. Now that you've overcome it, now you have the power, the energy, and the wisdom to tackle this next season. And no longer do you have to go through the pain to experience this, because now you have worked through the pain, you have healed through the pain, you have transmuted it into power, so you don't have to deal with that type of pain anymore. You've done the shadow work, you've done the healing, you have transmuted, and you have alchemized all of that pain into power and into strength. So as you are entering into this new season, you won't have to experience that previous pain. In this season, there will be painful experiences that you will go through, because this is going to equip you for the next season. But that previous pain that you went through, that you may be afraid to go into this next season because you're thinking, am I going to experience that same stuff again? No, you will not. This is your confirmation. You will not go through that same pain anymore. It's over. It's done with. Finito. Go into this new season confidently and courageously, and know that there will be no more pain. Okay, it's going to be part 4 of the prophetic dream, no more pain. So, as I spoke earlier about how you feel very alone as you go throughout your life, and when you go through difficult, painful, and even traumatic situations, you feel as if you are the one that comforts yourself. You feel that you are the one that nurtures yourself. You feel that no other person physically really doesn't really give that to you. But here's the thing. Even though you may feel alone, you are never truly alone, because God is always with you. God is your confidant. God is your comforter. God is your nurturer. God is the one that's going to give you that love. God is the one that is going to be there to help you overcome and endure and heal all of this pain that you have gone through. Although you may have moments where You went through a very difficult situation. You went through something traumatic, or you may be even emotional and vulnerable, and you just need some comfort, some love, to be held, to be nurtured. And sometimes you have people around you that may not even do this for you. But God is always within you that's giving you that love. God is the one that gives you that strength. The strength of God within you is what is keeping you going. That is what is pushing you and helping you. So as in the dream, when the woman was giving birth by herself, pushing this baby out and catching the baby herself, the strength of God is what helps her through that moment. As you saw, no other person around, no other physical person was around her. But all of that strength came from within, because you have the strength within you, that Godfidence, that godly strength. So right now, as you are transitioning into this new season, do not think that you are not strong enough to handle it, because you are strong enough. Why are you so strong? One, you've been through enough situations in your life that have given you the strength through your pain. Pain gives you strength. Pain gives you power. Also, you have the strength of God within you. God is within you. You will not fall. Psalms 46:5. Also, you can make it without others around you, because God will send you divine support. So although you may not have people around you that help you, you will be able to make it in situations by yourself independently, because you are equipped and you are strong enough, as well as God is giving you that strength. But when God is ready to give you physical support by physical people, it's going to be divine support. People from your soul tribe, people that are like you. And you're going to feel it, because you're going to feel so connected to these people. And I have another message about your soul tribe coming into your life. But yes, God is going to send you divine support. Let those people go. Let those loved ones go. Let your family go. It's okay. Your soul tribe is coming.